Welcome back, everybody, to episode 95 of the Anime Degens podcast, and a happy Thanksgiving to everybody listening on Turkey Day. Today, we've got a fun topic for you. I think we've done this before. Tyler said we did, so I think we've done this before, but we're going to talk about some anime things that we're thankful for. Before we get into that in the news, best way to support the podcast is to rate it on your go-to platform. Maybe, like if you got two, go rate it on the second platform while you're at it. Scratch our back a little bit. We'll hook you up. And make sure to tell your friends if you have any interesting topics you'd like us to cover. Let us know in the Discord. You can find our Discord and socials on linktree.com/anime Degens. What's up, boys?
Well, I'm excited to see the Cowboys get shit on. I
A
guess.
tale as old as time.
Yeah. I mean, you know what's gonna happen this year, right? Because like they literally have. Well, I seen a meme, and it was like it would be so funny to see the Cowboys sign Daniel Jones to play against the Giants on Thanksgiving. I'm down for it. I'm here for it.
I think that's something the Giants would be very thankful for.
Over do you not know that the Giants released Daniel Jones
I'm saying they would be thankful because Daniel Jones sucks.
over Cooper Rush,
Yeah.
who
At least
who
Cooper Rush
got
knows
like,
the offense.
yeah, but they got like 100 yards
Daniel
total.
Jones has been doing that for 6 years.
True.
Look,
But imagine the fire in Daniel Jones, seeing his former team that cut him.
Dude, that playbook would be so basic. He'd throw the ball twice. All he would do is hand it off.
No, it's fine. It's Daniel Jones. He's not afraid to throw it down the field to the other team.
Danny Dives is making a comeback.
Look, all I gotta say is it's never been such a good time to be a Lions fan, especially going up against the Bears.
It's been pretty crazy watching the flip of the Cowboys and the Lions on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I mean, the Lions has been tearing it up this year. Now I'm like, if I know you don't like get into football very much, but this is your year because
Oh, believe me, I've been following. I've had incentives to follow.
Goff and the boys, they've been
chicken
lighting it up. So
okay, before we get into the news, I have a very, very important question for you guys. What's your favorite side? Because the turkey's great, but it's the sides is where Thanksgiving matters.
man, why you gotta do this to me?
On the spot, dude.
I'm a big boy. Like I put a bunch of sides on my plate and I just mix them together.
But you gotta have a favorite.
Yeah, the combination of all of them.
So you're just making like a Thanksgiving shepherd's pie on your plate.
What I do?
Yes.
You're mixing the mac and cheese and the mashed potatoes and the collard greens into one.
We don't eat collard greens.
I don't know. I'm just listing random Southern. We don't do that either, but I'm from the North, so I don't know.
Mashed taters, macaroni, corn. You got your stuffing. You got your green beans. All of it. Just put it in there and just.
What are you gonna do? Put it in a blender and drink it? You savage!
I'm not blending it. That's just me making my stirring sounds.
Are you telling me that you don't like at least try them all separately and have a favorite?
I mean, it's just easier to just mix them together.
He's saying that he doesn't. Nope. That's a no. That's a solid no. Okay, for me, there's two answers.
Let's get a normal answer first. Like, yeah. Let's get rid of this kid. Get him out of here.
There's like a couple different types of mashed potatoes that are made that I really, really like. One of them is my mom's style. The other one is my wife's mom style. So if I get some of those, I'm usually like, I go back for like a second. I go back for a third heaping of it. Otherwise, I usually go with corn. Corn's just a good solid favorite. I've never really been a big stuffing guy myself, so.
Okay. My favorite side is butter. because butter makes it all taste better.
Butter is better.
But if I had to pick
You right.
one, I'm probably so my grandfather used to make meat stuffing, which was fucking banging. I don't know if it's a Polish thing or what it is, or if it's Italian. I have no idea. But meat stuffing fucking slapped. But I don't get that anymore, so I'm gonna have to go with homemade cranberry sauce. Not that
Okay.
canned shit,
Okay.
the real stuff.
Well, I think so. The best answer I can give y'all is the one thing that I don't mix, the one side that I don't mix
The
together
one sides that's too good to mix into your breakfast smoothie. Okay, continue.
is deviled eggs. I really
That
like deviled
I
eggs.
would
My mom's
really
deviled
hope
eggs.
not.
that's an
The
appetizer,
fact that you
dude.
even
No, it's a
mentioned that.
side. What do you
Oh my
mean?
Wait, what?
god.
That's like an appetizer at every thing I've ever been to.
I eat it. I eat so many deviled eggs.
Look,
It
just
just
because
it
you
just goes
steal it
like,
before dinner doesn't mean that it's an appetizer.
whoa, that goes out on a plate, dude. And then, for Tyler, he just keeps eating them, and then they put the food in front of him. He's just still shoveling deviled eggs in his mouth.
Every time I go past, the counter, I snatch one of them. You know what I mean? Just pop it in my
See,
mouth.
they're not appetizers. Those for dinner, and you just ate it all.
No,
Yeah.
we have them for appetizers, man. I don't know.
I mean, it gets served like it's ready before, but it gets served with everything else.
Okay.
It's not supposed to be available before, even though it
It's just
is
out there.
ready before, I just steal them. You know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
I do that with a lot of things. Like when the turkey's done, I just go start picking pieces of it off and throwing it in my mouth. Like the skin, dude. I love turkey skin. Oh, the crispy shit. Ooh,
Oh yeah, the crispy stuff. Yeah, it is good. I mean, man, I don't know. I'm hungry now. I'm hungry now, Dan.
you're welcome. But now that we got past the sides we're thankful for, let's get into some news
That we're thankful
Okay.
for.
that we're thankful for. I'm very thankful
Or
for
maybe
this
not.
little bit of news. We have a live action Voltron coming, which should be badass because it's a giant robot, so they should be able to do that pretty well. And Superman is gonna be in it. I don't know what he's doing in it, but Henry Cavill's gonna be in it, so that should be pretty sweet.
So y'all said it wasn't Transformers, but you just said it was a robot.
Dude,
It
it's
doesn't mean that it has to transform.
it's more like Power Rangers than Transformers.
It's the
Like,
same thing.
It's not like they have to form
well,
him.
they do have to form,
I
So
mean, yeah, but
but
still.
Transformers
they
in
don't.
disguise.
They're not like a car that transforms into a robot. It's like a bunch of animal robots that combine into Voltron.
So they're docking.
Yes. Yes, in the term you're saying, yes, they are docking.
I'm just trying to understand
Okay,
mecha talk.
to put
So
it into your terms, it is when Frankie and the Straw Hats turn into like Mega Frankie or whatever they call him, Frankie Zoid.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
same idea.
I got you. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Thank you. I guess the next bit of news we got, I'm super thankful for it. I guess I don't know, but it's you and I are polar opposites. It's gonna be coming out in January 2026. It says so. We still got a long time to go to get to this one, but it looks like a fun romance. And you know me, I'm always down for those.
Okay, Tyler, I figured it out. Not related to this, but you mix all your sides together. That's Voltron. You're eating the
Oh.
Voltron of Thanksgiving sides.
That's the perfect analogy, actually.
He
Well,
gets it.
what is my deviled eggs?
Probably
Part
the
of
head.
Voltron.
Probably the head. Maybe the
Oh,
sword.
oh yeah, because I pick it up and you can. Well, I was gonna say you could put it in the other people's mouths or whatever, but I wanted to go in my mouth.
That's all right.
I don't
All
want to
right.
give it to other people.
Pause.
Yo,
Pause.
chill,
Pause.
chill.
No, do you have any news?
I do. This news is actually some news that I think we're all unthankful for. One Piece is still on break. I don't know if you guys knew this or not. One Piece is on a break. It's super tragic. It's
I
been about what, 4 weeks now? 5 weeks?
4 weeks.
It's not like we're counting or anything.
Well, I
Um,
just know that episode 4 of Fishman Island remake came out, so that's I guess 5 weeks, right? Because they had the One Piece,
6
thing
weeks
6 weeks?
because there was a break because of the World Series
Ah, right.
before Fishman Island started. So, wow.
So
You know that Wolverine meme of him just laying in the bed looking at the picture frame? This is Nam. He's just like
it's just Egghead.
One Piece.
It's
One
just it's just
Piece.
it's just like the mid, episode break where it has all the Straw Hats jumping together, and it's just
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and that is Nam. He's just laying in bed, just looking at the picture
Half of
frame,
the
and it's got
picture is
Luffy in
that.
it.
No, half of the picture is that. The other half is literally just a manga chapter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is
the mega
Nam
break.
every night before he goes to bed. So
I still go
But
onto the site and check to see if there's a new chapter released.
what we can be thankful for is this break will give them some time to get behind the manga and animate more gas.
not if
Well,
the freaking manga's on break too.
I was gonna
It's
say,
a little break.
hopefully.
Little break.
He's only released one chapter since the anime went on break, though.
Sounds like a great time to restart the manga.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the manga comes back the 1st of December, though, right? The first week.
Yes,
Yeah,
Yeah. So y'all won't
which
have to wait
should
very
be this
long.
weekend.
No.
you're right.
Yep.
No. This weekend is still November.
Yeah, and
I think it
then
releases like the first
Of
weekend in
Sunday.
December.
Sunday is the first.
Sunday is December.
I think it's like the next one, the 7th or whatever.
Oh, don't tell that to Nam. He's already
Yeah, I'm
hurting.
pretty
I
sure.
swear to
I'm pretty sure
God,
it's
I'm
the
about to
next
fight
one.
you, Tyler.
Look it up.
You're gonna fight him. I threatened to punch him through the computer screen on
I'm
the
just getting all
rundown.
kinds of hate over here. And this is Thanksgiving. We're supposed to be happy, y'all.
You know what, Nam? I'm thankful.
It's because you haven't given us food yet, Tyler. All
We're
right.
we're thankful that Tyler's not here, so his face doesn't need some reconstructive surgery.
I would agree 100%. Sorry, Tyler.
It's good. I'm used to it.
He's
I
smiling.
got big
He's smiling
shoulders.
through the pain. He's smiling through the pain.
I got big shoulders, y'all. It's fine.
Oh, you guys ready to get into our topic?
Yeah.
Let's do
Yeah.
it.
So, like we said, today we're going to talk about anime things that we're thankful for. That's pretty self-explanatory. I hope you guys don't need a intro to that one. So, Nam, you want to get us started?
Yeah, we just gonna go down like our entire list, or are we gonna go
One at a
one by
time.
one?
One by one.
Nice. Okay. Um, so the first thing that I'm thankful for is the wild creative medium for which many shows are based on, right? And to further explain that, I'm talking about many of the mangas, many of the light novels and stuff like that that have been created over the years that these anime studios can really dive into and have such deep world building and lore and stuff like that, and especially ones that are already completed that they're working on. It gives them a lot more flexibility too to even like add more to the story. And the cool thing about it too, case in point, Bleach, sometimes the authors themselves get involved, which even further deepens just how much more impactful these shows really are. And it's truly a blessing that they have such a wide range to be able to work with.
Definitely. I mean, on top of that, too, you have anime originals, which they can do whatever the hell they want, which is awesome. You have anime based on the Lord of the Rings coming out, like so many
Yeah.
different things. Like that's, I mean, that's, I think deep down, that's why I rewatched Lord of the Rings last weekend, and I didn't even know it.
Ain't that dropping in December too?
Yeah, in theaters.
Yeah, I was pretty sure. So
And you've got it based on comics that aren't from Japan. I mean, we have a bunch of Batman anime at this point, so it's really cool that they can basically just take whatever they want and put it into this medium and make it cool, make it better.
Yeah.
yeah. Or you could do like Suicide Squad and just become an isekai, you know?
Which
That's
is an
always
isekai,
fun.
guys.
I wasn't aware.
I just wanted you to know it is an isekai.
No, it is a good space. You got all this content out there, and like it's great to have all of it. They're able to like basically take their pick, right, and just pick whatever they want and give it to us. So
And
and
I'm also very thankful that they don't animate everything because there's a lot of shitty manga out there and a lot of shitty light novels, but they seem to be getting animated more and more, hence the isekai boom. So,
yeah. Well, I mean, the good thing about like anime, like adapting those shitty mangas, is that they have a chance to actually like make them way better, right? Like they don't have to be bad. They can make up
Yeah,
for it in other ways, pretty much, right?
honestly, I
there
hope the light novels are better than the animes because a lot of the animes have been bad.
there
Yeah, I
are
mean,
certain
you would hope so,
aspects.
but
No, see, there are certain aspects of a story that, like, ultimately maybe the author just didn't flesh out or didn't fully realize. You could fix those. A shit story is a shit story, and there is no fixing that. So unless you're gonna meme the hell out of it, just don't even go near it.
well, what I'm saying is you can make the anime, even if it has a shit story, you can make the anime enjoyable, in other ways.
You can memify it. That's all
Well,
you can
that
really
and you can
do.
have like fun characters. That's why I stick around in some shows. It's just because I enjoy watching like the fun characters. Just like Nokotan, like that was kind of bad, you know what I mean? But we all enjoyed like the characters. Some of them more than others.
But I
So,
think Nokotan also knew it was bad
oh yeah.
and memed it, just like Nam said.
E-
You
except
if you
that
have
their memes wasn't memes. It wasn't even funny.
well, that's because they were trying too hard.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that was them trying too hard. However, it still goes into you can't make shit shine. Ultimately, like that is the saying. You can't make shit shine.
Well, you can make it sparkle.
Uh, God damn it, Tyler.
Maybe with some spray paint.
Still gonna
Glitter,
smell like
man. Throw
shit.
some glitter on that shit, bro.
Hey man, you can't put lipstick on a pig. Still a pig.
I mean, you can, but it's not gonna do much
Still a
good.
pig.
Just
It's
you
still
can't
a
even come
fucking
up with
pig.
an analogy with Tyler around. He's just gonna find a way to do it.
Look,
You
I
already
know
know.
for a fact we have a contest in Kentucky where we put lipstick on pigs.
Well, it's called the pig beauty contest. But yeah,
Awesome.
Tyler,
okay.
what are you thankful for?
Well, okay. I was gonna go for it. I'm thankful for Boruto.
Fuck
Fuck
you.
you.
Well, I figure I might as well get the first one out of the way because I know the boys are over here thinking, I know the listeners are over here thinking, why is this man thankful for Boruto? It is so trash. And
Why
I
has this man
agree.
got trash taste?
I agree. It is trash. So trash that I dropped it 160 episodes later. The 160 episodes I will never get back. I don't know how much time that is. 160 times 25 minutes. What is that like? Um, I don't know. I don't know how many hours that is.
You have a
Anybody got any
calculator on your computer.
About 2.5 days.
2.5 days of my life that I will never get back from watching Boruto?
It hurts because I watched about 100 episodes before I dropped it.
So,
I'm still waiting for
yeah,
why you're thankful.
yeah, I might be wondering why I'm thankful for it.
It made him
Well,
realize he could drop a show.
yes, that is it. Before Boruto, I literally did not want to drop shows. Like it hurt me to drop shows. Like it really did. Like it bothered me. I don't know why, but it did. It just bothered me so bad to drop shows. I would rather just force myself to watch it. And watching Boruto all this time, after 160 episodes, I finally realized that man, it's okay. It's okay to drop shitty anime, and I dropped it. And I'm thankful for Boruto for teaching me that I can drop shows. Because like now I think I've dropped like almost 40 shows over the past like 2, 3, 4 years or whatever since I watched Boruto, and like that's so much time that I didn't have to waste. Like that's so much bad anime that I didn't have to force myself to watch. All thanks to Boruto. So I'm just thankful for Boruto in that regards. So
Nice. I'm glad you turned that into a positive.
yeah, see, y'all was over here. Y'all didn't know why I was thankful for Boruto. I wasn't gonna tell you either.
I
And
had a
y'all was
I had
thinking
a
I was actually like, thankful for Boruto. Like legit.
I
Well, I
thought
mean,
you
which
were
I am.
I thought you were gonna say I'm thankful for Boruto because it made Naruto shine so much more.
Well, that too, like I mean, Boruto, like the manga, it ain't bad. It ain't bad at all. Anime is trash, but the manga isn't bad at all. I mean, there's a few things that I'm thankful for Boruto outside of making me realize that I could drop shows. And it's like we got to see like Naruto's family. That was fun. Himurari is like cute. She's a little cutie pie thing. uh, we got to see Naruto become Hokage, like the stuff we didn't get to see. You know what I mean? Like that's priceless things. So
Don't forget the dinosaurs.
I don't think I made it to the dinosaurs.
I
I
didn't
dropped
either,
it.
but I've seen the
Yeah,
memes.
yeah. Sasuke like running around dinosaurs. Like nah. I'm good on that. I'll
Hey
read it in
man,
the manga eventually when I catch up. So
I don't think that happened in the manga.
you're probably right because like I'm literally 20 chapters from the break or whatever, part 2, and I'd never seen dinosaurs. So like when people told me there's dinosaurs happening, I'm just like, "What? What? Excuse me?"
Jurassic
So,
Park, man. Crazy
yeah.
shit.
But that is why I'm thankful for Boruto. Like, I mean, do y'all drop shows? Or did y'all ever have that issue? Because like I don't think I'm alone, in that like problem or used to be problem. So
No, I've been dropping shows my entire life, dude.
yeah. Well, you ever had any issues dropping shows?
Tyler, what was that one god awful isekai we watched recently?
Well, that was recently. I'm talking about like in your life. Have you ever like had
Oh,
problem
what
dropping shows?
recently wasn't in my life? Of course, I've been able to drop shows.
Okay, okay.
Drop them like flies.
So I guess I was the only one here, but I know there's more people out there that has that issue. So
I used to be forced to drop shows because they'd be on TV and then they wouldn't be on TV, and I had dial up, so I couldn't find them.
but that's not called dropping shows. That's just putting them, pausing them. You know what I mean? Till
No, that's
later.
dropping shows
I
because you
never
never
finished
watch
them.
them again.
Ever finished them.
Some of them you don't even remember. You remember how cool they were, but you don't remember what they were called.
Let me tell you about a little show called Mar. Because I remember that shit, never finished it.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was about a kid. He had a fucking what is it? The ball and chain, and the ball had a mustache on it. It talked to him, it was gas.
Interesting. It
I
sounds
have a copy of the manga somewhere. Like I
huh,
was into that shit.
okay. Well, did you use that? I guess never
R.I.P.
heard of that. But yeah, that's all I got for Boruto. I don't really want to talk about it too much, or I'll start getting pissed off. So
He's hungry and pissed. All right. For my first one, I'm thankful that anime has made me realize that the world we live in is not so bad. We have a lot of
True.
things going on in the world. War, this, not really in my life. Politics, all that BS. But I don't have to look out my window and worry about a titan looking over the wall and eating my family. I don't live in a post-apocalyptic world like heavily delusion where I'm worried about terrifying monsters killing me. No dead demons destruction. Like life's not so bad, man. Can you imagine living in a world like Tower of God where you were forced to kill each other to climb a fucking tower? No, I go to work, I come home, I shoot the shit with you guys.
I
Not
mean,
so bad.
you don't have to climb the tower, right? You can
Okay,
stop, you know?
and then I get held up by the mafia who was fucking our boy over.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. But can you imagine like a UFO like just above you the whole time and
Whoa,
like
whoa, whoa!
no
UFOs
aliens
are real.
raining down, you know?
UFOs are real, dude. Don't get me started.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like literally above you, like hovering over the city of like wherever you're at. And
Hey,
like,
man, just
yeah.
happened in New York City. It definitely wasn't a hologram. Trust me.
Was there really something like that happen? I don't
You
watch
didn't
the
see that?
news. I don't
No.
watch the
So
news.
Travis Scott, for his latest album release, did pulled a stunt in New York City where he created a hologram of a UFO flying over Madison Square Garden, and you saw him and descend from the UFO to the fucking stadium. It was insane. You got to look it up.
Really?
It was
Huh.
all over the internet. It broke the internet, dude. It was insane.
I wonder how they actually pull something like that off and make it look realistic. You know what I mean?
Millions of dollars.
I would assume so. So, but yeah, I'm definitely thankful for what Dan just said because you know I don't have the energy to be fighting for my life every day.
No, man. I don't want to worry about a Titan.
Yeah, I mean you can't really like name many like shonen like battle shonen uh anime worlds that are good to live in. You
No,
know?
I don't want to live in any of them. I don't want to live in
Yeah.
Naruto. Like, it'd be cool to be a ninja, and it'd be great to die at the age of 16. Like, that sounds so fun.
Honestly, like living in Boruto, you know, as far as I know, living in the Boruto like version of Naruto after Naruto became Hokage, it's probably like on one of the safest places you can be, right?
Yeah, until Kawaki and Boruto go at it and fucking destroy the whole Leaf Village.
Yeah, but
I mean,
imagine
And when
what?
those two are around,
imagine those prime years that you get to live in like that kind of you know
yeah, those
universe.
20,
those
10, 10,
prime
15, 20
5
years?
I was gonna
Yeah.
say 5 years, if that. Because the moment that those two start running amok, it's game over.
Yeah, dude.
But, you know, they didn't even have technology in Naruto, and then Boruto, like, they business is booming now, you know, like, they got technology.
Yeah. And business is about to get leveled by a bunch of giant Rasengans.
Hey, we had fun for 5 years, bro.
You enjoy those 5 years. I'm gonna stick to now where I don't worry about that.
Yeah. You know, there for a long time, I know we had an episode on this, which world we want to live in, and I always chose My Hero. That was actually a good choice until, like, the latest season, so
Yeah, that is true. That is very true.
So, uh, but RIP that. So,
But yeah, guys, moral of the story here, if you're worried about a lot of things outside of your control, be thankful you're not looking at a Titan over a wall every day.
exactly. It could be worse, I guess. You know what I mean?
Could be much worse.
You could have somebody with a death note in your world, you know, something like that.
Dude, Donald Trump's gonna get the death note. That's the sequel manga.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. Sorry, the president of the United States of America who looks like Donald Trump.
Oh yeah, the one that they had on Dead Demons, right?
No, that's like the actual sequel manga.
Huh? Really?
Yeah. It's like
I
a
thought
one
you
shot.
I
No,
thought
it's a
you were
one
just
shot.
bullshitting.
No, it's a one shot, dude.
Why? Why make that a thing?
Why not?
Memes?
No, it
Okay.
was like dead ass serious, dude.
I guess, you know. I mean, I don't know. Somebody read it and let us know what the hell they doing in there. So
It's in my Shonen Jump. Like, it's just there. Like, I haven't started. Just haven't read it yet.
oh, is it out already?
Yeah. Oh, it's been
Okay.
out for years.
Okay.
Just
I didn't
waiting for
know.
the right time to read it. That's all.
Well,
All right. Well, next thing that I'm thankful for is the immensely talented and dedicated artists, mangakas, and studio.
okay.
So we
Amen.
have so many of them. I mean, obviously, my personal favorite mangaka has got to be Oda. Ichiro Oda literally has handcrafted single-handedly the story that is still the longest running thing in my life. There's no way that I'm not gonna see this through to the end at this point. But then as well too, you also have like you also have Berserk, right? Kentaro Miura, unfortunately, RAP. But then you have so many others too, like even Tite Kubo, right? Um the guy who did Yu-Gi-Oh, Takahashi. Like there's so many of those, and then you even have a lot of these different studios like Madhouse, right? Bones, Production IG, Pro, Studio Ghibli, Toei. I mean, they've been around forever at this point, and it's really cool to see, especially some of these older studios that have just been producing a lot of these animes for years and years, and the incredible directors that they get and animators to really bring these works to life. Who's your favorite director from One Piece right now, Tyler?
I don't know his name,
Her
but
name.
yeah, her name. I realized that as soon as I said it. But she's the one that did 1015, which is, probably my favorite One Piece episode ever.
Not to
She
mention too, she also did the special note,
Yeah, she
right?
also
Fan letter.
did the fan letter, yeah. So, and she also did like a few more too. Like she's like really good at what she does, and she's proven it several times with One Piece. So, I'm
Yeah.
thankful for all this too, especially like you lumped all these things together, and like we're thankful for all of them. Like I'm a big fan of like Production IG. I'm a big fan of Madhouse. Even Bones. Like without these great studios, we wouldn't have these great anime.
Definitely.
Uh so
Yeah.
Quick,
they would
But as
all
well
be
too.
run by Mappa, and half of them would be, half ass, you know what I mean?
it'd be Mappa and whoever animated Pokemon that Zom 100 made fun of.
Bug Films.
No, 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 not
Oh, OLM.
OLM. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, no, quick sidebar here. Have you read the Yu-Gi-Oh manga?
No, but I heard that it's dark as
You
fuck.
should read it, dude. It's fun.
So I
They made that
is
shit
The Pharaoh is
PG.
the Pharaoh is an asshole.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I do remember that much. I think I've seen quite a bit of it. I think I really should just sit down and actually
So
read it.
I
But
went back and read up until the like it became really popular with the Duel Monsters arc, so that's why they shifted to that. But the beginning of it's fucked.
I mean it totally makes sense.
The Shadow Realm used to be a very dark and scary place, to put it
Oh yeah.
lightly.
Oh yeah, I believe it. But also to kind of go back to a topic we were talking about earlier, you have respected like mangakas for a reason, Tyler, because they don't make shit stories.
Isekais.
We're not gonna get into those.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm just thankful for I'm thankful for like Kubo, especially out of the ones that you mentioned. Like he was my like literally Bleach was like my first manga I'd ever read. And I only started reading it because like I couldn't watch like when I was at work, it was so hard to watch anime, right? And like so I just downloaded chapters of Bleach, and I would literally watch Bleach while I was at home, and then when I got to work, I would read Bleach, and then when I got back home, I would start watching Bleach from where I left off, reading Bleach, and then at some point or another, like I just enjoyed reading Bleach more than I did watching Bleach, just because like Kubo was just so good. Like Kubo's drawings, like you can uh, you can only see like he started out and he wasn't that good, and you can literally see his progress. as Bleach is ongoing, and then you finally get to like Thousand Year Blood War, and like you look back to like chapter 5 or 6 or whatever of Bleach, and you look at Thousand Year Blood War, and you're like, damn, are these the same mangaka? Because they look hella different. They look crazy different. And that's just how bad, like how much Kubo progressed. And I'm glad I got to witness that firsthand. So as my first manga.
It is
So
really cool to really just kind of see that growth too that they themselves go through while
yeah,
creating.
true that. And
So
then
yeah,
Oda, you know, I mean, you got all these, manga too that don't get adaptations either. And
My first manga, Mar. Like
you
I
found
told
it.
you, I did find it. Marchin Awakens Romance. Somebody here, you know who it's gonna be? Super Dave is gonna know this show.
I'm pretty sure didn't my buddy Matt Craig talk to you about that one time?
I think we did actually. I think you're
He
right.
was like, because he was looking for he come in here, or like we was playing a game or something, and he was asking like, has anyone seen this anime or whatever? Because I watched it when I was a kid or whatever. I'm like, no, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. And I'm pretty sure that was the one that he was talking about. So I just don't know if we like. I think we was in voice chat or something. So,
Yeah.
but I figured you would remember y'all talking
I
about
think
it
I
if you
think it
did.
was, dude. I think it
So,
was 100%.
so well, I mean, he only watched like Dragon Ball, like some Attack on Titan, like a few shows here and there, and this man knew what Mars was or whatever. So it was
I'm
pretty cool.
pretty sure it was on Toonami, which is why.
Yeah. So I mean, he thought it was cool too. I guess he wanted to figure out what it was so he could maybe check it out again. I don't know.
Maybe we
But
should do a first look on it for old
if,
time's sake.
I mean,
Or
we did the
Craig.
first look on Slayers, right? So, and that was an old show.
Yeah.
But Nam, you got anything else to say about the mangaka, the artists, the studios?
no, I think we did a pretty good job of covering all of that. So what are you
Okay.
thankful for next?
The next thing I got that I'm thankful for, it's gonna be another anime, and I'm thankful for the anime called My Love Story. This is a romance um anime. I think it. I don't know how many episodes it's got. It's only got one season. Um, it's like either 13. It's either 1 cow or 2 cow, one season, whatever. But this was actually, I think it was my first like pure romance anime when I like a long time ago, and I'm thankful for this because like I guess like I took the chance to watch something different. Like obviously I watched Darling in the Franxx, like shonen that had like romance themes to it, but it's different. It's different than watching like a pure like romance. I'm pretty sure My Love Story is like a shoujo, straight up shoujo and romance. And I'm thankful that I took the chance to watch this because it really opened my anime experience up, and it led me to like trying out different things more often, and it led me to like watching all kinds of different like romance, slice of lives, stuff like that. Because like used to, when I first started watching anime, the first couple of years when I started back watching anime, I always got bored watching slice of life stuff. I remember watching slice of life stuff and romance stuff, and I just got bored of it. Like I just didn't like it, and I don't know, something shifted sometime or another. I watched this show. I'm like, damn, this is good. Like, this is good shit. This is great. I think I got rated like a 9. And rewatched it and I still loved it. So, and after this, I just kept on watching more of this stuff, and like I lean towards that way now. So, um,
The fire of your inner teenage girl just came alight, dude.
exactly. You got, after suppressing all that for so long, in Naruto and stuff, like now I can finally like cry,
Let your flower blossom, buddy. We love you
Yeah,
for it.
Yeah, I can finally shine, I can finally watch what I wanna watch and cry when I wanna cry and, you know, be frustrated because, like, these teenagers are acting like teenagers, you know?
Get off my lawn.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm thankful for my love story. It was my first, like, pure romance, and it kinda changed the way I, view anime, like, and enjoy anime. So it definitely opened up doors for me. So
Awesome.
yep,
My next one, I think we all have. So we'll just have a big old general conversation about it. I'm thankful for anime becoming more mainstream and like the massive culture boom we had during COVID. Kids these days have a freaking lucky man. Like we used to get made fun of for watching this shit back in the day. The kid,
truly.
the kids running around like Naruto during recess did not help. I wasn't one of them, but they did not help
Not
my
at all.
case. They did not help my case. Um, and I was a closet anime fan for a long time. Long time. Watched that shit in my dorm, be it there on my laptop in college. I wouldn't be watching on TV. Like, it wasn't until I met Krieger that we started watching anime together, Hammered. And that was our thing. That's what we did. We'd go to a party, we'd come back, we'd watch Dragon Ball Z Kai. It was awesome. And I'm just really thankful that it's something that I think Tyler mentions that you can walk out in public now with like a one piece shirt on and nobody's going to give you shit.
Yeah,
It's
in
awesome.
fact, like, somebody's probably gonna say, "Hey, man, like, I love One Piece too." Like, I've literally had that happen. Like, I've been eating at like a sit down restaurant before, and I've had like my One Piece shirt on, and like as I got up to leave or whatever, and somebody just stopped me. It's like, "Hey, man, you a One Piece fan too?" I'm like, yeah, dude. And we literally talked about the Gear 5 episode. This was like last year, and we talked about the Gear 5 episode, and I was like, yeah, man, just wait till next week. Next week's gonna be crazy. Do you read the manga? Like we just had like a little 5 minute conversation as I was like going leaving out leaving the restaurant. Like you
Dude,
can't find that stuff, 10 years ago. You know what I mean?
it's it's even crazier because like I'll be at work, right? And this was something that happened last year. It was like just before Gear 5 was about to be animated, right? But they had a bunch of stuff up in Japan. This guy was literally showing me all these different pictures and stuff from his trip when he went to Japan, and it was like all anime related stuff. That was the whole reason why he went, but it was like it's one of those things where this is just some random guy. Like we're literally in the middle of an aisle talking about this stuff, and he's showing me these pictures, and like we're getting all these associates that come by, and they're like, "Oh, hey, let me check that out. Oh, dude, that's sweet. That's awesome." And just so many different people of all different kind of walks of life are just now bonding over something that used to be so childish, so
Taboo almost.
immature, yeah, so taboo for the longest time, which it's great, like, being able to sit there at my lunch break and just watch anime in front of all these guys, and half of them are like, "Yo, what are you watching?"
A show about a
So,
man finding his balls.
that's usually what I lead off with on Thursdays, and, you get some interesting looks, I'll say.
I'm
No, it's fine. A
sure.
ghost took him. Don't worry about it.
Especially if you like listen on speakerphone or whatever, like
Oh god,
Oh
headphones
god,
gotta
no.
be in.
God,
Headphones
no,
gotta be in,
headphones.
dude.
For
uh,
anything, really.
Yeah.
I'm not
but
making them listen to Japanese and me reading English subtitles.
No, I'm
but
just sitting
yeah.
there, headphones in, reading the subtitles out loud in the break room.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, me personally, like whenever somebody like, especially like work or something, or even in public, but it makes my day better, honestly, when one of my coworkers come up and we just start talking about anime, because like this is something I love to do, and I love talking about anime, and like being in Kentucky, and especially like in the country and stuff, I don't get a lot of people that, want to talk about anime. They don't know what it is. So it's always fun when I actually do find those few people that come up and be like, "Hey man, that's a nice shirt you got on because I like wear like anime stuff underneath my uniform, and sometimes you can see it. Like I want people to talk to me about anime, because I want to make new friends, conversations. So
Oh, dude, I have a Dragon Ball Z sweatshirt that I wear, and the Mexicans love me. It's fucking
um,
so funny.
I'm sure like Dragon Ball is like a huge thing in like the Latino community, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, when Sparkling Zero dropped, the Crime by the Cartel dropped like 80% for that week.
really.
Yeah, they were too
Yeah.
busy playing video games.
Is that like a legit stat?
I don't know about
Yes.
80%, but yeah, it
No,
tanked.
there was a significant drop in crime though when it dropped.
Okay. I mean, it makes sense.
We just
We
gotta
got
'Cause
more
keep
important things to
we
do.
just gotta keep pumping Dragon Ball Z material out to save Mexico from the drug lords.
Once a week, a new game just drops for them. Just for them
uh,
though. We don't have to release it to
Just
everyone.
DLCs, just a new
yeah,
map once a week.
DLCs. There you
New
go.
map, new characters, start making them up, it's fine.
No, no, no.
Um,
Here's what you do. You just take everything out and then you give them like 4 characters a week, 2 maps to play on. And then every week you just cycle it out. So then when they want to play someone new, they have to come back each week.
Oh, we just solved one of the major crises in the world.
You're welcome,
Look at that.
Mexico.
I'm thankful for that.
but yeah, I'm definitely thankful for this. Like Dan said, also, back when he was younger, you had to kind of be like a closet anime fan, and that was definitely a thing. Even though I didn't really like have the means to watch anime when I was a kid. I didn't really want to either because like it was looked down upon, like Dan said. So I'm glad that now you don't have to worry about that. The kids nowadays, they can find anime easily. You can find so many people to talk about it to. Like it's no issue. So
Tyler was one of the people bullying me back in the day.
I'm not a bully, bro. I've never
And
bullied
then
somebody.
and then he found Naruto, okay? It
And he
wasn't
was
until
Naruto
after he
running
was
around.
done bullying Dan.
Look, we had a kid, like I'm not even joking. Like this, like I said, this we're in Kentucky. We're in small town Kentucky, right? Like anime back in my high school, like it was looked down upon so bad, right? Even worse than normal, I feel like, because we're small town Kentucky. And we had this one chick. She literally wore a straw hat to school. She literally ran like Luffy, and she was a teen. We're in high school, bro. We're like sophomores, juniors at this time, and she's running through the halls with her hands behind her back. She has a straw hat on and saying shit like "gum
Just
gum,"
smashing lockers shut, going gum gum pistol.
She was so extra, like she was that type of anime fan. And back
Gum
then I
Gum
didn't know.
unlocked the locker.
Like back then I didn't like I knew who she was, pretending to be, but I didn't know who they was because I didn't watch anime back then, right? And so it was always weird seeing that happening. And she got shit for it, I know she did, but when you act like that, I feel like you have to just not give a shit, about what people say about you. And
Yeah. Well,
so,
she's the person who made me not talk about anime.
but
'Cause I
yeah,
didn't want to be associated with somebody running down the halls like a psychopath.
yeah. I
Yelling
mean,
gum gum pistol.
shout out to her for like having fun or whatever. But like, damn,
It gets
she,
to a point too, like middle school. Yeah, you're pretending to be a superhero, like, but high
yeah,
school, I don't know, man.
yeah. I mean, she was definitely a huge fan. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I wish that when I was going to high school or whatever, like if I'd watch anime, like I could bring in like a anime themed lunchbox or like anime themed like supplies, like stuff like that. That's what I wish I could have done, and
but you've
back
been
then, you
subtle
couldn't
about
really
it
do it
though.
unless you wanted to get shit on,
Yeah, and like
So
subtlety is the key there. Like you can't run through the halls screaming.
yeah, yeah. I'm not trying to do all that. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to talk about anime and like have my fun little anime collection things, and just have fun. Have fun enjoying what I like. So not act like the characters because I know they ain't. I know I'm not them. So
You're just Minato.
yeah. But yeah, who's do we have anything else for that one? Who's next? What?
I mean, we all just had that one.
Yeah.
That
Uh,
was definitely quite a lot, but I'll go ahead with my next one.
Okay.
I'm thankful for the freedom that animes have to be able to tell such deep and caring stories through very weird, vivid, fantastic visuals. There is no other source, right, aside from James Cameron, um, that can purely match the imagination that animes can truly reach. I don't think that there's a single one where you can watch somebody get literally pummeled into the ground, stand up, somehow fight back, and be able to put that into live action, right?
I'm gonna add Peter Jackson to that list.
You know what? Fair. Peter Jackson does deserve it.
Peter
King Kong
Peter Jackson, Lord of the Rings.
and Lord of the
Come on,
Rings.
come on.
Um,
I'm gonna keep bringing it up.
so aside from those two, okay,
Lord
aside
of the
from
Rings
Peter
is peak,
Jackson
bro.
and James Cameron, which keep in mind though, both of those things are super big budget features, right? So like no matter what, you're spending a lot of money to replicate what animes can do.
Yeah,
And the fact that we get so many of them back to back to back, right? Not even counting Mappa, because half of their stuff doesn't even finish.
but
Um,
it's still gas.
it's still one of the best looking features that we get from a season. Then you always have Toei, who's been stepping it up lately. I mean, look at what Pearl's doing. And then you just even have like the literary of other shows and whatnot. Who did Zom 100?
Bug
Whoever did
films.
that, who?
Book
But
films.
yeah.
Wit? Okay.
Bug.
Bug film.
Oh, Bug Films. They did fantastic. The pure colors and the visuals
Oh
and how
yeah.
all of that played out, like I know that they did a live action. I have no interest in watching it. I don't think it's going to be anywhere near as good.
There's gonna be a bunch of paint thrown around for blood.
Yeah. I I intend on watching the Zom 100 live action eventually, but like you said, I don't think something like that can even come close to what they showed in like the anime version of it. And like me and Dan actually had like a conversation like this. What was we talking about? Like the time we talked about the cartoon remixes or whatever, I think, or maybe like uh I think
Oh,
it was. We talked about how anime, we could have so much freedom in anime to like do what we wanted or whatever. No, it was me, you, and Bass. We was talking about which shows we wanted to be made into anime. And I picked like Game of Thrones. Bass picked like the cartel one,
Narcos.
Narcos, and you picked I don't remember what you picked.
I might have said Breaking Bad.
Yeah, Breaking Bad. That's what it was. And we literally had this was our conversation because like this was the biggest thing was the anime has freedoms. Like you could do whatever you want in anime.
Yeah,
So
I mean, even just taking a couple into example, right? Like Demon Slayer, One Piece, Naruto, My Hero, Bleach, Zom 100, like just so many different variations. Nokatan with all the different faces and stuff like that.
yeah, the reaction
Um,
shots.
it's
You
just
you, you can't get those same reactions from live people. You just can't.
no.
They better fuck with Enel's face during the fucking One Piece remake, dude. I want that reaction. They ain't gonna do it, but I want it.
I just don't know how they like create that. You know what I mean?
Photoshop.
Like, hopefully, it don't look weird, man.
It
That
it
was
it'd
real
be
weird.
impossible. But no, there's so much variation in depth between all the different animes. I mean, even looking at varying isekais, right? Mushoku Tensei to Slime to Konosuba. Each of those has their own unique different art style that really helps set it apart and drive it, and just the way how it carries it. It's it's really really amazing, and we're truly blessed to be able to have such variation and not just like, oh, here's a darker, grimmer setting of this city that's been shot with 15,000 other movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I'm gonna skip you here, Tyler, because this is pretty much the same point I brought up for my next one too. Like just the fact that anime is just generally better than most forms of TV or movies that come out. Like Nam said, the storytelling is unmatched. The way they can use animation to like show things that you just can't do in a live action form. Just awesome. You know, there's no way you can get to the same level with CGI.
yeah, I mean, there's also like a reason why I haven't watched, but like a handful of shows, like real TV shows, in like the past 2 or 3 years. Like I've only watched like I got to count on my hand, one hand, how many live TV shows I've actually watched in the past 2 or 3 years. Everything else has been anime, just because what Dan's saying is like you can't. For me, you can't get better than that. Only a few shows can match what I feel the entertainment value that I get out of anime. So, but I mean, yeah, I mean that's it. So,
It's going back to everything that I've said time and time again. Um, it just with how much talent is in this medium and how varying these stories are, they always relate to something that's relatable, right? We can always find common ground in a lot of these characters and a lot of the actions that they do, which really helps connect us while still being able to take us on such a fantastic journey. So, you're only limited by your by the animator and mangaka's imagination at that point.
Definitely. And not to say there's not good shows out there. There are plenty of good shows, but there's also a lot of shit. I don't need to watch a show about a grocery store. I don't need to watch a show about another fucking hospital. What else do they keep doing?
grocery store. Where?
Lawyer,
I'm thinking Superstore, the Walmart one.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
lawyer.
There's a lawyer.
Daredevil.
There's so many bad sitcoms, and there's so many bad dramas. Or just it's the same stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, they just
we
keep
don't
rehashing it.
we don't really get that with anime.
Well, we do, but it's actually like
We get it
it's
with
easier
isekais.
to consume. I feel like it's more entertaining. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we don't have to sit there and watch an hour episodes of just horrible shit. We just watch 20 minutes of horrible shit.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even say horrible stuff. Like, there are plenty of good shows. Like, My Wife Loves Criminal Minds. Great show, but it's the same fucking plot every episode.
Yeah. So I and stuff like that don't really like interest me anymore. Like I sit here watch with my mom and them. Sometimes they'll be watching like Criminal Minds, not Criminal Minds, but
NCIS.
shows like that. The fire ones and like shit like
Yeah.
that. And I'm
Yeah.
just
This is what it is. It's let's take the same premise and move it to a different city
yeah.
with a new
Well,
cast, but they're going to do the same damn thing.
I'm just sitting there watching it, and I'm just like, I'm just watching these people, and I'm just like, man, this is so forced drama. Like this is so forced. Like I can tell it's forced, and it bothers me, And I'm like, and people think anime's bad, and like this shit is horrible.
We're also a little biased here. We do
Yeah,
host the anime podcast, but
but it's so
facts,
bad.
facts.
I mean, give me something like Game of Thrones, you know what I mean? Like right now I'm watching Yellowstone. Like this it's the only show that I've like watched like real TV and like since probably like Justified. Since I was binging Justified like a year and a half ago. So, I don't know.
Yeah. I will
But
say Real World does comedies pretty well though. But
yeah,
it's gotta be like an HBO comedy, like Entourage or like Eastbound and Down or something like that, you know?
yeah,
And those
comedies
are
are
also
good.
old as shit.
Like I don't know. It just depends on your, I guess, taste. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What you like or whatever. Like I enjoy the hell out of House. House MD. Uh, but I
Who doesn't
don't
love an alcoholic doctor?
know who's
Just
very
popping pills the
sarcastic
entire
and
time.
yeah, I love it. I love it, bro. But yeah, is that all you got for those two, y'all?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, I guess I'll get into mine, and that is I'm thankful that we're getting more and more shoujo series recently. There for a while, when I was watching seasonals, we only seen a shoujo series pop up every now and then. Now we're pretty much getting one like almost every season, sometimes multiple, and I'm a big fan of that. I love watching like these good ones, especially when they adapted good ones like Sign of Affection and stuff like that. So I'm just thankful to that we're seeing more and more of them coming, and like not only just like shojo in general, but like we're actually seeing more and more like romance anime too adapted. We're getting a lot of them nowadays. I'm watching like probably 4 or 5 right now, just romance anime. I'm not saying they're like top tier, but I'm enjoying it. Um, and going off the same like kind of thing is not only thankful for just those two, like I'm thankful for like all the remakes and like all the continuations that we're getting more and more too. Like we're getting like we got like Rurouni Kenshin, we got Ranma one half, we got Spice and Wolf, we got the One Piece remake coming soon. Like we got all these remakes. We got ReZero like starting again after 7 or 8 years. Like we got all these things that just keep popping up, and like I love to see that because like these shows they needed that love. Like we needed to see them, come to this day and age, like all these remakes, and like they're old, they was older, and now you get all these talented studios and all these talented directors and stuff like that that Nam was talking about, and we're getting to see them work on all these, great classics that was so good back in the day, but we're getting to see them shine even brighter now. As long as they respect, the content and treat it with care, and do it right. Like those remakes can like outshine the OGs, and I'm thankful for that. So
Yeah. I definitely agree with that. I still think the original needs to be respected for what it is. Like the Rurouni Kenshin remake is great, but I still like the original more, you know? But
yeah,
it's fun to
well,
have that story come back and be told with some better fight scenes where they could actually animate them to a higher caliber. It's like I always joke that Yu Yu Hakusho doesn't need a remake, but if one came out, I wouldn't be mad.
yeah, and the possibility now, like I said, is that we're getting all these like love for these older shows. There's a good possibility Yu Yu Hakusho gets a remake, and there's a good possibility that they actually treat it well. You know what I mean?
God, that'd be
So,
so fucking sick.
I mean, back, 2, 3 years ago, we wasn't seeing all these remakes. Like, if something was done, like we wasn't gonna get another one. But now we're starting to get to the time where, like we said, anime is business is booming, and it's becoming more and
Boom.
more and more mainstream, especially after COVID. And like we did, this is the results of it. Like we're getting to see more and more of what we love. We're getting to see like more and more great anime seasons, anime, adaptations, remakes, continuations. We're seeing all this shit. And like honestly, like the past couple years has been some of the my best like anime, years that I know I haven't been watching, forever, but literally like some of my favorite shows has dropped in the last couple years. You got like Oshinoko, Frieren, like Dungeon Meshi, Dead Demons. You got all these different shows that's dropped in the last couple years, and you can only think that it's only going to keep getting better and better. So
Definitely. Yeah, they seem to pick it up and improve the caliber of animation with each generation, which makes perfect sense. But some of the stories are better, some of the stories are not better. So that's one thing you got to think about too, which is why the remakes are great because it's bringing timeless classics back in a new light.
yeah, and usually like we've seen it with like Rurouni Kenshin. Like it's improving the pace, too. So like Spice and Wolf, for example, they was more faithful to the manga. They're improving the pace, like they're making it look better. Like there's so many good things that's happening with it. I mean, obviously you could have like a bad example and it could go wrong and stuff like that, but like usually it doesn't, you know what I mean? Usually they
Yeah,
respect it enough. They know that they're gonna get shit on if they do it wrong. So
definitely.
I'm just I'm just waiting for the One Piece remake. I want to see like how much it differs. So
When we're not getting half a chapter an episode, yeah, that should be nice.
yeah. So speed it up a little bit. Give us some good quality remake with studio. But yeah, that's what I got. I don't know if y'all have anything to add to that or not, but I've just
No,
lumped a bunch of things together on that one. So
definitely.
That's fine. Um, for this next one, I think every one of us is probably thinking the same thing, and is that we're all thankful for One Piece. One Piece still is ongoing. One Piece exists.
The
One
story that'll
Piece is
never
being
die.
written. Yeah, I mean, it'll probably outlive me at this point.
God, it better not.
I really hope not. But at the same time,
The final saga is 40 years.
gosh.
with how long it's taken to get there, it wouldn't surprise me. But there's been so much that has happened in this anime, and there's been so many highlights throughout the entire series for it to go on almost 25 years at this point. Like we could all take a toast to One Piece, and it could even join us. It is literally legal. It is old enough to.
If I didn't just finish my beer, I'd give you a cheers right now.
I was gonna say I've got an empty water bottle, but I can fake it.
Yeah, not much left in there.
But
Um,
yeah,
it
I mean, arigato gozaimasu, Oda Sensei. You know,
100%.
yeah.
And
Thankful for Oda. So
a- and I think the last one, which we can all agree on, is we're thankful for the One Piece, aka the friends we've made along the way. My hosts, R.I.P. Bass. Just kidding. Our
still alive, just not here.
our award-winning listeners and just friends in general. They don't have to listen to the podcast, don't have to be in the Discord, but just everybody who loves this medium and the community built around it. It's fucking awesome, guys.
it really is like you know communities and discords and like the anime or most anime fandoms, like most like the tame ones obviously, and just like your anime friends that you found online, like we know a lot of people online now, and like those literally like make those literally make my anime experience more enjoyable. I don't know about y'all, but like it literally makes my anime experience more enjoyable in order to like discuss these shows and talk about all this stuff and see what everyone else is talking about, and even talking with on this podcast and stuff, like it makes this stuff so much more enjoyable.
Definitely,
Oh, it
man.
really does. And this has been a fantastic way too to start branching out more and, see a lot of different animes and stuff. Um, I got recommended a few of them and stuff like that, but there's no way that I would have watched as many as I have without actually being here, hearing some of what you guys have also watched, hearing, watching some of the suggestions from the listeners and stuff like that. So, it's been a real blessing, I would say.
Yeah, Nam's only been here for what, a couple months now, and we've already forced him to watch like, you know,
Konosuba,
20
so many
plus
shows.
anime, you know? Like last year I think we watched like over 60 different anime for like the Degen podcast or whatever. And this year we're like looks like we're almost at 30. So we definitely slowed it down a little bit. So
Yeah,
we've definitely been on our bullshit more instead of watching shows. But
no
um
complaints there, man.
but to I mean, there for a little bit we was watching 6 shows for the rundown and 5 shows, for the rundown back when we first started, and we figured out, we ain't made like that. We ain't made like that.
The 2.5 hour episodes were getting a little tiring.
Yeah, especially since we do 2 a week, like we was putting so much time into watching all that shit, bro. Like,
Definitely, man. The good old days when
and
we
I
were
mean, it was
young and full of vigor
yeah, and
and
it was like
stupid.
peak shows.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it, like Demon Slayer, Hell's Paradise, Mashal, My Home Hero, and Insomniacs After School. We was
Whoa.
watching all 5 of those at once, bro.
You said peak. You can take one of those off there.
Yeah, well, 2 actually.
I'm thankful that My Home Hero ended.
Did you see it had a live action? I think
I don't even want to know.
it's probably gonna be better, honestly.
Probably.
But yeah, I'm definitely thankful for the community and like all the friends I've made, and since I've been doing online anime stuff, so it definitely makes everything more enjoyable. So
Definitely. Well, awesome. So, one request for you guys, jump in the Discord. Tell us something you're thankful about because of anime. Let us know. We want to hear your thoughts.
yeah,
Everybody have a great Thanksgiving. Eat more food than you can imagine. And we'll catch you guys next week with the rundown and another episode of the Bullshit Hour. Peace.
later.